You're listening to the Act As If podcast with Coach Roel. Real life success stories in business and investing as they happen. And now, here's your host, Coach Roel.
Okay, welcome. It's Coach Roel here once again with a special guest, Jeady. And we're going to be catching up with Jeady. It's been a little while. She's got a few things to celebrate. So I'm really looking forward to hearing about all the great things that's been going on in Jeady's life. Jeady, welcome. How are you?
Good. How are you? Nice to see you again. It's been a long time already.
Yeah, probably about 8 months, 10 months or so. Yeah. So thanks for coming on to this interview, this Zoom interview and this podcast interview. So tell me, I heard little bits and pieces that things are going pretty good. What are you celebrating now?
Yeah, things has been pretty good. I'm celebrating living in Orlando for 6 months now. It has been a long time living a place has no winter. So I feel like living in my home country again in Taiwan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no winter. So that's the biggest celebration for me. It's no snow, no freezing rain, no minus 20 degree,
That's great.
Yeah.
And how are you liking living in Orlando now?
Oh, we love it. We're living in a 55 plus community. So we have a small house, a bungalow. So I can do some gardening, and the community have a very nice activities for the residents. So I have been participating in different type of activity, and then we get to know a lot of people from everywhere, not just from the States. That a lot of Canadians live in the community. Most of them like snowbirds, So it's been great, So it's a very nice community. My husband and I finally settled down. We don't want to move again. And then, but we still will visiting Canada in a nicer weather, in the summer.
That's great.
Yes.
So you're based now in Orlando, and then when it's warm up north in Canada, that's when you go back.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
What do you like most? Describe your house a little bit more to me. So you said you have a bungalow. What else can you tell me about the house?
Okay, so it's a bungalow, and then we have a garage. Yard. So it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then with a nice kitchen. That's what I like, and we have enough room, so I can have my own office, and we have a backyard and a little pool, and then we have
a little pool.
Yeah, nice. And then we have a dog too.
Okay, really nice. Is that a new dog or a dog you brought from Canada?
No, it's a new dog. It's a puppy.
Oh, great.
Yeah, when we move in, we adopt a rescue dog.
Yes.
So we have fun with her. Keep us going out all the time.
Yeah.
All that. So keep us active as well.
That's great. Good excuse to get outside.
Yes, definitely.
And enjoy the weather. How about your community? What are your favorite parts about the 55 plus community you're living in now?
Oh, we have big, huge pool in the middle of the community, and in the clubhouse. And we have also the activity over there, and I have a fitness center, and we have a party room. So we all meet for potluck or different type of activity. So basically, just like busy every day, different thing going on. Yeah, keep us young.
So
Yeah.
that's great. And so you're busy every day, and you said that you have room in your house for a home office.
Yes.
What are you doing working from home? What do you do in your home office?
It's for my real estate investment and basically passive income. I'm a passive income investor, so
Yes.
so I invest in several multiple stream of income opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So, but right now I focus on Airbnb's 2 properties I have. So
Okay.
one is in Orlando, and the other one is in the West Palm Beach. So
Yes.
I have 2 right now. Yes.
Okay, great. And how have those been doing? How did you find those?
Yeah, it's doing well. It's busy. We have a bump when we started, but we focus on our goal, and then we slowly learning how to manage it. So far, so good. We got positive cash flow. We like to have those properties for the passive income, but on the other hand, we like to give the opportunity to Canadian and friends can come down to enjoy the winter time in the warmer weather. So I will give them a discount. So,
Nice.
yeah, so that's the purpose. Yes.
That's great. The what's your Airbnb short-term rental Orlando property? What is that like? Is it a condo, a townhouse, or fully detached?
It is a townhouse. So because in Orlando, it's mainly for family to come visit. So
Yes.
I have a 4-bedroom townhome in a gated community and close to the theme park. Theme parks. So it's mainly for family. Yeah.
And you have family visit you very often since you've come down?
More friends than families because families live very far away. Most of them are like they are still busy. You know, they are very busy. So, but for my brothers, they are older. You know, so like for my daughter, she's busy having her life. So. So she's not visiting very much, but if she have friend want to come down, and she come down with them, yeah. And then most are like visitors, yeah.
Yeah.
Canada, yes. Like my coworkers. So my business is more like the word of mouth, you know. So I let people know in Canada, especially my friend and coworkers mainly. So they spread words, and then people contact me on the Airbnb website.
Oh, nice. And then the one you said, the other one is in West Palm Beach. What's that property like?
West Palm Beach is more for a long-term rental, minimum 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I focus on the snowbirds.
Yes.
And mainly for couples because it's just a condo. It's 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Yeah.
Oh, it's a condo, 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Okay.
Yes.
That's great. Now so they're mostly for snowbird. What do you like mostly about targeting snowbirds for the West Palm Beach property?
Because West Palm Beach is more quiet.
Yes.
And it's more like close to the beach, so it's more like activity is different, you know, like more for fishing, boating, and so most of I think those type of activity is more for like snowbirds that can stay there for 6 months time, and they don't need to work, you know. Yes.
That's great. Now, in terms of outside of work, in terms of, you said you're busy, pretty busy now. Outside of work, what do you do for fun? What do you do? What do you and your husband do when it's not work?
Oh, we drive around in Florida to visit different area of Florida, and we like to try different cuisine. You know, like we like to eat basically.
What's your favorite cuisine? You like? Do you like exploring in Florida? What's the favorite one?
I like the seafood. You know.
Yes.
Anything with seafood and Asian influence type of food. So I like the most. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what made you decide to move to Orlando in the first place?
Oh, because we've been visiting Florida many times, at least 20 times before we moved down.
Yeah.
We used to live in the other part of US, but we just find for the retirement wise, and then for the budget, and especially running a business as well, and then the distance from the Orlando to Toronto by the direct flights in the same time zone. So those basically check all our boxes, you know. And Orlando is an international city.
Yes.
So that's why we are looking for. We like to live in a diverse community. So that's why we moved to Orlando. Yes.
Uh-huh. And before you moved down here recently, how long had you been thinking about Orlando?
Actually, not long. It's because pandemic changed the whole thinking of where we want to retire.
Yes.
Before pandemic, we want to retire in Honolulu because my brother lived there, and we really like Hawaii. Been there many times, and actually we were ready to move right before, and then we saw the house, and then pandemic hit, so we didn't go. So basically changed the whole plan. And then during the past 2 years, during the pandemic, we start thinking we got to go live in somewhere in case the air, like a border closing, or the because COVID, we couldn't fly to many places.
Yeah.
It's very hard to fly. So at least we need to live somewhere we can drive. So so we start thinking about, we're thinking about different states in US, but we really like to close to the ocean. And
yes.
Somewhere like have a diversity, and we are able to drive down. And that's Orlando, because we've been there many times and we really like it there. Yeah.
Have you driven down to Orlando before?
No.
Oh. So you wanted to have a place where you could drive,
yeah,
but not necessarily drive there.
No. If we have to drive, at least we can drive. Like if something happened, like COVID, we cannot drive to Hawaii, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right. So
I've driven from Toronto to Florida a few times before coming down myself, and it's actually fun. I like long drives, so it's not too bad. You do have to stop at least once to sleep overnight, and then get back on the road.
Yes. Yeah,
but it definitely can be done.
Yeah, it can be done, but only for us. Maybe just we have to, and we will do it. But just we are too old for that.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can remember what it was like before you actually relocated down to Orlando, but now that you're here, what advice would you give to your former self, or somebody else who may be watching or listening to you right now? What advice would you give them if they wanted to do something similar, like relocating from Canada to Florida?
I would tell them, say, if they're thinking about it and then they are not really happy with what they have in their life, they need to do it like they need to do it like what they want instead of thinking about too many negativity parts. I wish we did a long time ago.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for a long time. Yes.
So just go out and do it.
Yeah. But they need to do the research first. And nowhere is perfect, but you know, you got to make sure you're happy where you are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of research did you do? So what could help them? Because it's easy now that you've done it, it's easy to tell somebody else, you know, just do it. You got to be happy. But then, you know, there's all these other steps in between. Like, how did you know Orlando was right for you? How did you know that you're going to take the leap? You know, if there's two people, like there's you and your husband that are in agreement, what kind of conversations did you guys have? And again, you know, is there any more details of what advice you can give to someone else, like how you did it?
Oh, because we've been to Florida many times, like maybe the north part we haven't been, but east, the central Florida, and then southeast, we've been there before. But with Orlando, the reason come up to me is it's in the central of Florida.
Yes.
So with the hurricane coming in, I don't think will be affecting a lot. And on top of this is central, it's easy to drive anywhere in the Florida. That's one thing. And then it's an international city, have a direct flight, flying out to Canada. And honestly, it sounds silly, but I like Disney a lot.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the firework over there. It just made me happy. It's true. It's the most happy place on the earth.
Yeah.
Every time I go, I just feel so happy. Even I enjoy more than my daughter. You know. So and then it just I feel the city very vibrant. There's so many different things going on. A lot of people. Like I'm from Taiwan. I used to a lot of people. I like to see people. You know. So that place made me feel, and a palm tree just made me feel like home for some reason. You know, just made me feel like home. And that's one thing. Another thing, I look at that the tax system over there is very good.
Yeah,
that's another thing financially. And
compared to Canada.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And healthcare is very good as well for people who want to retire. So it's a lot of class over there. And I think one negative part would be, I think the traffic over there I don't really like it. The traffic in Orlando on I-5, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
It's very widespread city, so need car all the time.
You do, that's right.
Yeah, need to drive all the time to places.
It's still not as bad as Highway 401 though.
yes.
All right.
It's the worst.
Yeah. That's actually, if you Google it, Highway 401 is recognized as the busiest highway in all of North America.
That's true. Yeah. But I'm talking about public transportation. It's not as good as.
That's right.
Yeah. So we have to drive. And then it's very hot in the summer. It's true. So nowhere is perfect, but we consider in different things. Orlando is check all our box basically, and I did a research through, our own experience, and then online. On YouTube. So there's a lot of YouTubers talking about living in Orlando, and then in terms of real estate investing. I do my own research, and then I cannot believe the price, and then the cash flow, the ROI.
What are the prices like? What was most surprising? What was the difference?
Yeah, it's like 2 bedroom, 2 baths, condo. Still can find like low 200 or even some are less than 200K, right? I saw some.
Mm-hmm.
And compare with in Toronto, 2 bedroom, 2 baths is at least 1 million.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, the difference.
It's crazy. So cash flow is not there. So still pass. So this still have it's good opportunity to invest in Orlando. So during the pandemic, I start thinking about what do I want to do in my last chapter of my life, because I'm close to retirement from my job, but I don't want to wait for another 3 years for my full pension. I would like to leave a couple of years early.
Yes.
So I said, even I retired, I'm the type of person that like to be busy all the time. So I like to do something I like to do. And I have passive cash flow coming in, so I can do other stuff as well, not tie up with a job,
Right.
So during the pandemic, I started doing research. So I enrolled in one of the Canadian real estate investment course. I learned a lot, but it just I don't see the cash flow right there. This lady, she specializes in like cottage properties, and it's like 700K for tiny little cottage, and then I just don't see it. But I learned a lot, how to different strategy. So after I do the research for Florida, for the U.S. actually, like U.S. has different areas for the vacation home and all that. And I said, Florida we can do that in Florida, and then we can live there too. So that's how I saw your program, and then I want to learn more.
That's great.
So I did your program 6 months ago, and I'm implementing the method.
Yeah, and here you are, living the life, living the dream.
Yes.
The Canadian dream, as we say, is to retire and move to Florida.
That's it. Yes.
That's awesome. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to share your experience with me here and with our audience here today. I wish you all the best for you and your husband, your new life in Orlando. And I hope we can catch up again in the near future.
Yes, I like to. I really appreciate your program and help me to have my dream come true. Like
wonderful. That's great.
Yes,
wonderful.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, you take care then, Jeady.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to the Act As If podcast with Coach Roel. Real life success stories in business and investing as they happen.